Okay, good morning, everybody, and welcome to this week's hip hop yoga flow class. My name is Candice, and I am super excited to be leading this for UPlift Black Org. I am local. I live in Barrie. I teach at Namaste North every 2 weeks. I teach a hip hop flow class. It's a heated class, and it's lots of fun. So check the schedule and come out. I also am the founder of a jewelry which find the link for that on UPlift Black Org's page. But for now, we're going to get started Sunday yoga. So just to find a comfortable spot on your mat, we're going to start crisscross. So just making sure that you're comfortable through your spine. You can take your hands and point them up towards the sky. If you feel more comfortable, more introspective, you can just go ahead and turn your palms down. Just take a really deep breath in through your nose. Big exhale. Let it go. And if crisscross is not a comfortable position for you, feel free to sit on a cushion or a pillow if you want to. We're just going to take some grounding breaths here. So about 5. As you breathe in, you want to feel the air coming from the bottom of the spine all the way up to the top of your head. Another big exhale. Just kind of let it go back down. Again, inhale. Nice and slow, feeling which parts of your body are touching onto your mat right now, touching onto the earth. As you exhale, just try to visualize letting go of anything that feels heavy for you this morning. 3 more nice. And exhale. 2 more. See if you can wiggle your shoulders around. Big breath in. Exhale, send it down your spine. We really just want to let go of anything that's heavy or anything that feels tense or anything that just doesn't feel good for us. Your left hand onto your belly and just continue that breath. Noticing how the heart lifts, and then as it empties out, it goes back down towards the belly. Inhale, take your arms all the way up to the sky, opening up your heart. Reach, reach, reach as high as you can, and then hold on to your left wrist with your right hand. Taking the left ribcage up into space, and then taking your gaze underneath that left arm. Staying grounded down through the sits bones. Inhale, come back up. Switch sides. So you're going to be holding onto your right wrist with your left hand and reaching over. Inhale, come back up. As you exhale, take your palms down behind you, pointing your fingers forward. You're just going to press your heart up to the sky. Take your chin all the way up as well. Good. Come back to center. Inhale, lift to sky again. As you exhale, this time we're going to get into our hips, which is where we hold a lot of tension and stress. So you're exhaling, you're lowering down. Just rest your palms onto the earth. You want to feel that stretch through your lower back. So you might be able to bring your forehead all the way down, or maybe you're just hanging up here. As we move through our practice today for the next hour, just make sure that you are feeling good with what you're doing. So if any part of the practice doesn't feel good, position and come back to the breath. Just really taking the time to tap into that inner voice and set our intentions for the week ahead. Go ahead and inhale, wiggle the palms coming back through. Inhale, take them all the way back up to the sky. We're going to reach deeper into the rib cage. So take your right palm down beside you and then reach over with that left hand. Maybe coming down onto your elbow or your forearm. Gaze back up to sky. Inhale, back to center. Switch sides. So left palm comes down. Inhale, right palm comes up, stretching through the lower part of the body. And inhale, come back. We're going to swing around onto our knees. Just getting comfortable here. Go ahead and tuck your toes. Hands to your lower back. We're going to start to open up that heart chakra and throat chakra a little bit more. We're also stretching out our feet. So as you rock back into your toes, can you press your hips forward and open up your heart? Stop wherever you need to stop. So you don't want to come to a place that doesn't feel good. Make sure your body is open, it's flowing, you're feeling good. And inhale, come back to center. Go ahead and take your palms down into a tabletop position. Spine is nice and straight. C-curve your spine. So right now we're just breathing and stretching and opening up through the body. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take it over to the other side. So you're making a C-curve with your spine. Inhale, coming back through to center. We're going to pick the right leg up. Just extend it all the way out behind you. See how your balance is here. Extend your left palm forward and hold, but remember to breathe. So visualize that there's a string pulling you back with your right toes and extending you forward with your left hand. See if you can ground down into that right palm a little bit more and exhale, come back through to center. Find your breath, switch sides, left leg. Toes are tucked. Square that left hip so that you're pointing it down and then extend your right palm forward. All we're doing right now is holding. Growing longer through the spine, flexing the left toes, spread out the right fingers. And exhale, let's come back into that tabletop position. Walking your palms in towards your knees, so go nice and slow. And then one vertebrae at a time. Let's come all the way back up. Relax your arms alongside your body. Inhale, take it up to sky. And exhale. The elbows, press the heart forward. Exhale and release. So untuck your toes here. We're going to come into our first child's pose, which is a really feel-good place to be. Forehead rests down. We'll take 5 deep breaths here. You can have your arms behind you, out in front of you. Inhale, let's go ahead and open back up. We're going to walk our hands out in front of us again. This time coming into a plank pose, take your right foot behind you, toes are tucked. Take your left foot behind you, and this is your plank, so you're essentially at the top of a push-up. If you're modifying, use your knees. See if that might feel a little bit better. And breathe, nice inhale, and on the exhale, you're going to bend through the elbows, start to come down. Baby Cobra. So our first Cobra, you're going to lift your heart, press down into the tops of your toes. See if you can float your palms up, opening up through the chest. Extend your hands back, interlace the fingers, and the higher you can lift them up away from your glutes, the more of an opening you're going to get through the front part of the body. This is optional. It might feel really good to just kind of rock over to one side and get that opening. And exhale, over to the other side. Good, inhale, come back through to center, take your palms down beside you. We're gonna push it up into a full expression of Cobra. So coming up a little bit higher, chin is lifting. The main thing in this Cobra pose is that you don't want to have your shoulders dumping in towards your ears. So just lift nice and high, turn the eyes of the elbows in, and then right ear down to your right shoulder. Good. Roll your chin into your chest. To left shoulder. Back to center, chin tucks into chest. We're gonna roll it into our first downward facing dog. So your feet are gonna be hip distance apart, and you can walk your palms forward. Pedal out your downward dog. So move it around, make sure that you feel comfortable, that you feel good. You're looking like an upside down V shape. It would be great if I could see you all. See if you can ground your heels into the earth. Go ahead and just nod your head yes in this pose. Toes. Exhale, glide forward into a plank. You shouldn't need to move your hands and feet to transition between down dog and plank. So try that out a couple of times. And then pausing in our downward dog, see if you can make your spine a little longer. And then gazing up towards the top of your mat, let's step or walk our feet up, coming into a half back pose, palms to shins. The idea here is that you have a nice flat back. Feet are grounded, inhale. And as you exhale, just get really about a ragdoll. Relax all the way down, folding yourself into two. Maybe holding on to opposite elbows or crossing your arms. Just rock gently from side to side. Back to center, inhale, half back pose, palms to shins. Place your hands to your lower back and extend your palms all the way up. We're gonna bend into the knees and make our way all the way to standing. Right hand on your heart again. Left hand on your belly, 5 deep breaths here. Just feeling that transition, standing tall, standing proud, grounded, rooted, and open. Inhale, let's go ahead and take the arms all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, you're going to fold all the way down. Inhale into that half back pose that we talked about, flat spine. As you exhale, hands touch down, step back into plank pose. Nice strong plank here. Elbows are going to bend, take it down halfway. And as you inhale, coming back into that cobra or that upward facing dog. Chin lifts, heart is open. On an exhale, go ahead and round back into down dog. Let's step the feet up, half back pose. Exhale, take a nice deep fold. Inhale, arms all the way to the sky. And exhale, hands into your heart center again. We're going to do that again. That's our sun salutation A. I'm going to turn up the music, so if you can't hear me, just let me know. So sun salutation A, inhale, arms to sky. Take a back bend. Exhale, fold it through. Inhale, lift halfway. As you exhale, step your feet back into plank. From here, Chaturanga Dandasana. Remember, you can use your knees, come down. Inhale. Dog. Exhale, downward dog. Find your breath. Gaze forward. Step it up. Half back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Hands to heart. Inhale, back to sky. Take that back bend. Exhale, fold all the way down, lower to the earth. Inhale, half back. Exhale, palms ground. Step it back, come into your plank, top of a push-up. Use your core, lower it down, or use your knees. Up dog or cobra, leading with the heart. And exhale, take it into your downward facing dog. Step or float through Uttanasana, half back pose. Good, exhale, fold. Inhale and lift. Finding the breath, bring your hands into your heart. Inhale, let's go ahead and take it all the way back up. Take that back bend, fold it through. Nice deep, deep fold here. Inhale, half back. Exhale, step it back, come into a nice strong plank. Take it down, chaturanga, elbows bent. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward dog. Gaze forward when you're ready. Step it through Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, go ahead and fold. Inhale, all the way up. Hands to your heart. We're going to do 2 more. Take it at your own pace. Modify where you need to. Inhale, back to sky. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift just halfway. And as you exhale, palms touch down, feet step back, strong, strong plank. Use your core, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Downward dog. Good, step it forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, nice deep fold. Inhale, let's go ahead and take it to the sky, into the heart. We're gonna do 1 more. Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. Inhale, back to sky. Back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift just halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, palms touch down, step it through. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Pause on this downward dog. Have some water if you need to. Take child's pose if you need to. We're going to add on to that flow. Okay, so from your downward dog, you're going to take your right leg up all the way to the sky. See if you can bend into your right knee. That's really great for opening up the femur bone as it rotates in that socket. See if you could give it a little stir. And then extend the leg back up, gazing towards the top of your mat. You're going to step that right foot through. So turn that right hip down, come onto your left tippy toes, step that right foot through. Left knee lowers down. Inhale, take it up to the sky for a low lunge. So you want to untuck the back toes. Just inhale and reach up. Lunging nice and deep into that front leg so you have a 90-degree angle in that right leg. Exhale, bring your hands down beside you. See how that feels through the shoulders and the arms. If you'd like to add on, interlace at your lower back. Just kind of press your heart forward. Good, exhale, bring both hands to the inside of your right foot. You're just gonna kind of get a little lower to the earth. You can pick up your right toes, get nice and stretchy in that right hip flexor. You can also come down onto your forearms, or if you have a pillow or a block, just kind of lower down. Or use this time to go grab one if you need it. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Start to come back up. We're going to tuck the left toes, lift the knee up, extending that right leg all the way back, downward facing dog. Pedal it out, nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Inhale, come onto your tippy toes. Exhale, plank, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, or even baby cobra if you need it. Exhale, down dog. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side here. Ground into your right heel. Extend your left leg all the way up, bend into that knee, give it a little stir shake. Rotate out of that left ankle, and then turn that left hip down and plant your left foot in between your palms. Right knee touches down, right toes untuck. Inhale, take it to the sky, low lunge on the other side. If it feels like it's too intense to have your arms up, you can bring them onto your hips. You can also just take them down behind you or beside you. Relax your shoulders. And go ahead and interlace. Heart presses forward. Lunge in a little deeper. 2 more breaths. Bring your hands down to the inside of that left foot. Now remember, your right knee needs to be comfortable. So if you're really on the bony part, slide forward or slide back. And make sure your wrists are comfortable too. Grab that pillow if you need it, or a block. And then open up the left foot. So you can pick up the left foot, and let's take about 4 deep breaths here. Two more. Ironing out whatever we don't need to hold on to in those hip flexors. That's where our muscles start to tighten up when we become stressed or tense. Let's bring it back to center. Right toes tuck, knee lifts. We're in downward dog. Feet are grounded. Heels are grounded. Sigh it out, breathe it out, and then gazing up to the top of your mat. Let's take little steps coming into Ardha Uttanasana. Nice flat spine, inhale. Go ahead and exhale, let it go. Inhale all the way to the sky. Exhale and bring your hands down into your heart. Anjali Mudra, grab some water. Find your breath. We're going to move into some standing balances shortly. So coming to the top of your mat and just picking up, I'm going to move that back a bit. Okay. So coming to the top of your mat, picking up your toes, relax your arms, and then just ground down. Close your eyes and see where your sense of balance is today. It could change throughout the day, throughout the week. Just gauge how you're standing. Check back in with yourself. And then we're going to shift the weight of the body over into the right foot. We're going to come to a tree pose. So we're working on our balance and our grounding. So if you need to be right here, be right here, left foot coming up to that right ankle. If you want to take it up higher and see how you feel, you can. Bringing your palms together in front of your heart space. Roll your shoulders back. When you feel grounded enough through your roots, your toes, you want to grow your arms up to the sky, your branches, you can go ahead and do that. Whichever way feels comfortable to you. Two more breaths. Exhale, bringing your hands onto your hips. We're going to plant that left foot down and just switch sides. So you might be more or less balanced on the other side. So gauge where you need to be with that right foot. Might want to bring it up higher or lower, hands to your heart. Feeling which parts of that left foot are connected with your mat right now. See if you can evenly balance your weight, distributing it between the front and the back. Then go ahead and open up your arms. One more nice big breath. See if you can grow your arms all the way up to the sky. And then on an exhale, bring your hands onto your hips. We're going to touch that right foot down. Just kind of wiggle it out a bit, spreading your feet nice and wide. So turn lengthways on your mat. Turning the right toes to face the short end of your mat. Let's extend the arms out to either side of the body. You want to gaze over your front fingers. We're going to move into a triangle pose. So the idea is to send that left hip back, reach out of the right fingers more, and then come down. So once you're down, I want you to adjust. If you were leaning on a wall behind you, your left hip and your right hip would be flat on that wall, touching the wall. Back of your head would be touching too. Let's just breathe. You can take a mudra with your left fingers. Breathing into the left side of the body. Inhale, start to come back up. Good, we'll switch sides. Left toes point out, right toes point to the long side of your mat. Bend nice and deep into that left leg, extend the arms out nice and wide. Inhale here, reach, 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 then flip your palms and exhale to come down. Your right shoulder is going to be stacked on top of your left shoulder. Spread out the fingers nice and wide, and then remember, both hips flat against the imaginary wall behind you. Both legs are straight. A lot of times we tend to bend somewhere. Make sure both legs are extended all the way out. Just one more full breath in. Exhale, bring your right hand onto your right hip, left hand onto your left hip. Point your left toes forward. We're gonna go for a nice deep forward fold. Feeling that release in the lumbar spine. See if you can nod your head yes. Shake no. You can bring your hands to the outer ankles. One more breath. Good. Inhale, coming up just about halfway, and then slowly making your way back up. So especially if you have low blood pressure, you might get a little dizzy as you come up. So take your time, have some water if you need it. We're going to move into the second part of our flow. So we balanced, we grounded. We're going to get back into moving the body and tapping into the breath. So turn the left toes up to the top of your mat. Nice big step up, Tadasana. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, half back. Exhale, palms touch down. Let's step to plank. Nice and strong in your plank pose. Go ahead and lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg lifts, but just about halfway. So more controlled here. Point and flex your right toes, tap them in between your palms. This time, high lunge. So inhale to come up, but you're not lowering down that left knee unless you need to. You're just here seeing how that feels. Can you place your right palms onto your right thigh, or maybe extend them all the way up to the sky? Heart is nice and open. Full breath in. As you exhale, come all the way down. Step it back, downward dog. We're going to take a little flow here. So gaze forward, step up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Hands to the heart. Inhale, take it back to sky. Exhale, back bend. Go ahead and fold it through, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha, Uttanasana, which is half back. Exhale, go ahead and step back. Left foot first, right foot second. Chaturanga, bend your elbows, come down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Left foot lift. All the way up to the sky. And then round it out. Point that left hip down. You're going to feel the difference and how much more control you have here. Plant that left foot in between the palms. Inhale, come all the way up. So you're in your high lunge on the other side. Nice and deep in that left leg. We're bending, we're seeing how we feel. 90-degree angle, hands could be here, here, or all the way up. So find where you need to be. Find that breath, find that balance. Take what you need from everything that we do today. One more breath. Exhale, go ahead and fold down to the earth. Step it all the way back, coming into plank. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Gaze forward, step up, half back, Ardha. Exhale, go ahead and fold. We're going to come into our cheer pose next. So today's flow practice is designed to be a little bit more challenging. And then when I teach again in a couple of weeks, we're going to really slow it down and be more restorative. So cheer is a nice deep seat. Hands can be here. Scoot your tailbone in. 5 breaths. 4, 3, 2, and on 1, exhale, go ahead and fold. Flush those legs out. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands into your heart. Inhale, take it back up to the sky. Take that back bend. Exhale, go ahead and fold it through, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. As you exhale, palm step back. You're in your plank. Take a float, chaturanga, elbows bend. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We're going to move into our child's pose. Have some water. Relax. Settle into the earth. 5 full breaths in your child's pose. This is a variation of child's pose that we're going to try. So you want to extend your left leg out to the side while keeping the right part of your body in child's pose. Just allowing for a nice deep stretch into that left side of the body. One more nice big breath here. Feel that through the left side of the body, and then we're going to take it over to the right side to balance out. So bring that left leg in, and then go ahead and extend that left leg out. Your left leg is bent, your right leg is straight. 5 breaths. And inhale, just slowly starting to make your way back up. You're gonna keep that left knee bent, and you're just gonna bend through the right knee, but bring it in so that that right foot is slightly behind you. This is our mermaid's pose. So think of your legs as your mermaid's tail. We're gonna walk the hands over to the left side of the mat and lower down. If you feel that you could go further back towards the back left corner of your mat, go ahead and try that. Very therapeutic through the front part of the body. We're going to take a few breaths here. Feeling that twist.
You know, young rich niggas. You know, so we ain't really never had no.
And inhale, coming back through to center, deep stretch on the other side. So take your pillow, take your block, whatever you're using. Bend your right foot into your left thigh. You're gonna lower down. Just changing music. There we go. 5 deep breaths here. Or 4 more. Slowly inhale, start to make your way back up. Coming into a butterfly pose, you're gonna have your feet together, pinky toes together. And you can totally support the thighs. So you could put your pillows under or a blanket under, interlace your fingers underneath the outer edges of your feet and inhale to grow really tall. So if you have one knee that's higher, that is your tighter hip. So just something to be mindful of. Inhale here. And as you exhale, we're gonna fold down. As we're folding down, be careful not to round your upper back. Just keep it nice and open through the front part of the body. It's gonna feel so much better. Each exhale allows us to come down a little bit more, and each inhale just slightly brings us back up. Inhale, starting to make our way back up nice and slow through the heart. Bring your knees together. So you should be sitting like this with your feet out in front of you, hands down behind you. We're going to do just a little bit of core before we make our way down for the last part of our practice. So your feet are going to come up. See how that feels. If you can, get them up a little bit higher. Release your palms, take them to the backs of your thighs. Tap into your lower abdominal muscles, squeeze them in. Extend your arms all the way out. We're gonna pulse for 1, 2. You can use your hands to support you. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 more. 2 more. Last one, come up, feet together, sit tall. Exhale, fold back into that butterfly. Relax your core, relax your hips. Two more breaths, slowing everything down and grounding before we move into that next ab movement. Inhale, come up. Knees together. Float the feet up. This time, tap your right foot down. Extend your palms out. Switch. Breathe. 8, 7. The slower the better. 5, 4. Chin up. 3, 2, and 1. Feet together. Butterfly again. Butterfly feels so good now. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Knees come back together. This time you're going to take your palms down behind you and then lower down onto your elbows. Feet are going to float up. Legs are going to extend straight. Bring them in. Extend them out. For 10, 9, 8, 7. Work with your breath. We're almost halfway through. For 6, 5. Strong in the quads, strong in the lower core. For 3, 2, and 1. All the way down. Bring your spine to the earth. Take your fingertips down behind you. Flex and wiggle your toes a couple of times. I'll slide forward so that you could see me. From here, you're going to pick your head and shoulders up. Exhale, right heel down. Stop, Alexa. Sorry about that. Right heel comes down. Switch for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. Chin is up for 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Butterfly through your legs, but this time your spine is down. Close your eyes, big, big letting go breath. Inhale and exhale. Feel good here for a moment. Feel the breath slow down. And then we're going to go ahead and bring the knees together. Big, big hug onto the tops of your shins. So hug yourself and then just rock gently, side to side. Back to center. Moving into a twist, a nice detoxing twist. You're going to bring both legs down towards the right side of your mat. Extend your left palm all the way out and just hang out here. A nice spinal twist. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, take it over to the other side with that twist. Right arm is extending all the way out. Now you're going to bring the legs back up through to center. Right leg extends out. Interlace your palms onto the top of your left knee. And just kind of bring it in as close as you can towards the heart. As you breathe out on your next out breath, you're going to peel your head and shoulders up. Coming into our Aquanasana Pose, which is really great for the digestive system. Taking about 4 more deep breaths there. Slow the music down and turn it up a bit. 2 more breaths in Aquanasana here. Exhale, come back to the earth. Left palm extends out. We're going to twist just that left leg over to the right side of the body. Inhale, draw that left leg back up. We're going to switch sides. So left leg extends out. Bring your pillow or your block over. Right knee comes in. Palms interlace, top of the shin. When you're ready, squeezing all the way up, nose to knee. Fingers down towards the toes. And just gaze towards your belly. Breathe. Exhale, come down. And over to the other side with that twist. Inhale, go ahead and peel that right leg back up. Feet are hip distance apart. Knees are bent, and we're coming into one of our last poses. This is our bridge pose. So your fingertips are going to lightly touch the backs of your heels. As you inhale, we're going to lift up. Relax your glutes to be here. Interlace your fingers. And just come up as high as you can. Exhale. We're going to release all the way down. Last twist before Shavasana. Take both legs down to the right side and then pick your right ankle up. Place it onto the top of your left thigh. When you're ready, over to the other side. Inhale. Let's come back up. We're going to make our way into Shavasana, which is our final resting pose. So you want to be as comfortable as you can. Use a pillow, use a blanket, lower the lighting, whatever you need. Extending your feet all the way out. Relaxing your arms. And beginning to scan our body to just check in with how we're feeling. Noticing if we feel any different from when we began our practice. Just taking the time to be still, to tune out everything that's going on around us. To inhale, self-love. Exhale, self-doubt. To inhale, gratitude. To exhale, stress. Softening your jaw. Space in between your eyebrows, your temples, your fingers. Let it all soften. And then really slowly, as we bring our physical bodies back into the space, just start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotating out of your wrists, your ankles, and gently opening up your eyes. We're going to curl over into a fetal position, just facing your right side. Gently stretch, do whatever feels good to wake you up. And then making our way into a cross-legged sit. We'll bring our hands together in front of our heart space, taking a moment to thank ourselves for coming onto our mats. Today was your first time trying yoga. Thank yourself for trying something new. The light within me honors the light within all of you. Thank you.